All kinds of animals have developed throughout the ages to be precisely the proper height for their requirements. For some animals, like giraffes and brown bears, this optimal height is rather high. In several instances, the height appears to be determined by the necessity of getting to the upper, protein-rich leaves of trees. In others, animals evolved longer legs as a result of outpacing predators. Some causes for height include the ability to disperse heat in more hot areas, space needed for huge amounts of vegetation to be digested efficiently, and more. The top 10 tallest animals are listed here. Now let's get going. Number 10. Bison. The largest mammal in North America is the bison. Female bison, known as cows, can weigh up to 1,000 pounds and grow to a height of 4 to 5 feet, while male bison, known as bulls, can weigh up to 2,000 pounds and reach a height of 6 feet. A buck's birth weight ranges from 30 to 70 pounds. Tribal cultures have relied on bison for food, clothes, fuel, tools, housing, and spiritual value. The Intertribal Buffalo Council was founded in 1992 and collaborates with the National Park Service to move bison from national parks to tribal territories. The bison is usually peaceful when it hangs down and switches on its own. Be careful if the tail is standing straight up, maybe it's ready to be charged. Remember that bison are erratic creatures that can charge at any time regardless of what their tail is doing. Number 9. Gores. The largest known bovid is the gore. This robust and enormous cow has a deep hole in the profile of the upper half of its skull due to the high convex ridge on its forehead between the horns protruding anteriorly. The back has a noticeable ridge. The ears are enormous. The back hair of elderly bulls becomes extremely sparse. The mature male is dark brown, almost black in the very elderly. The gore is 142 to 220 centimeters, 56 to 87 in high at the shoulder, averaging approximately 168 centimeters, 5 feet 6 in females, and 188 centimeters, 6 feet 2 in males. Its head and body length ranges from 250 to 330 centimeters, 8 feet 2 into 10 feet 10 in, with a 70 to 105 centimeters, 28 to 41 in long tail. An adult male's typical height is a little under 200 centimeters, 6 feet 7 inches, at the crest of its muscular hump directly behind its shoulder. The average male's girth, measured behind its shoulders, is approximately 277 centimeters, 9 feet 1 inch. Compared to females, males are roughly 1/4 heavier and bigger. Number 8. Moose. Even though the biggest moose ever measured weighed nearly a ton, it was nothing compared to prehistoric moose. Study up on these massive beings. The tallest Alaskan moose ever measured was 2.33 meters tall at the shoulder and weighed 1,808 pounds or 820 kilograms. The largest Alaskan moose, weighing 1,808 miles and standing 2.33 meters, 7.6 feet, tall at the shoulder, was shot in September 1897 in western Yukon. The size of the Asian Chukaka moose and the Alaskan moose is comparable to that of the extinct Irish elk, but it is not as enormous as the record-breaking Cervulus latifrons. A fully grown bull moose has enough size to haunt the hunter's nightmares and break the back of a successful hunter. Number 7. Camels. A camel, sometimes called a Greek camelos or a Latin camelus from the ancient Semitic word gamel, is an even-toed ungulate in the genus Camelus that has characteristic fatty deposits on its back called humps. Since they were first domesticated, camels have produced nourishment in the form of meat, milk, and fiber for textiles, as well as felt made from their hair. Camels are useful working animals that are well adapted to their desert environment. They are an essential mode of transportation for both people and goods. The camelid has 3 extant species. 94% of camels worldwide are one-humped dromedarians, while 6% are two-humped Bactrian camels. Less than 1,000 wild Bactrian camels remain, making them a critically endangered species that is not related to domestic Bactrian camels. Number 6. Ostriches. As of right now, the ostriches are the only individuals included in the order. Based on phylogenetic analyses, the flighted tinamous are the sister group to the extinct moe, as all other members of Palaeognathai are related to them. With its long neck and legs as its striking appearance, it can run for a considerable distance at a pace of 34 miles per hour, with brief spurts reaching up to roughly 40 miles, making it the fastest bird on land. Both the largest living dinosaur and bird species are the common ostrich. The biggest and heaviest bird still in existence is the ordinary ostrich. Males weigh between 220 and 290 pounds and are 6 to 9 feet tall, while females weigh between 200 and 260 pounds. Number 5. Brown bears. The majority of brown bear habitats are found in forests at heights of up to 5,000 meters, 16,000 feet. It is omnivorous, meaning that it eats both plants and animals. Among bears living today, the brown bear has the widest range of sizes. Each population has a different typical size, and the majority of recognized subtypes have a wide range of sizes. Since male brown bears in most subgroups average at least 30% larger than females, even though bears in the same species may have similar appearances, the bear's location affects everything, including its size, color, nutrition, and sleeping habits. A brown bear's head and body length ranges from 1.4 to 2.8 meters or 4 feet 7 into 9 feet 2 in, and its shoulder height ranges from 70 to 153 centimeters, between 2 and 4 feet and 5 feet. Number 4. Polar bears. Large bears like the polar bear are indigenous to the Arctic and its environs. It can interbreed with brown bears because the two species are closely related. Male polar bears reach adulthood weighing between 661.3 and 1763.7 pounds, making them the largest bear and land carnivore species now living. According to Polar Bears International, polar bears have developed numerous adaptations for living in the icy Arctic, such as thick fat layers and dense hair to keep them warm and little bumps beneath their paws to prevent them from slipping on the ice. Number 3. Asian elephants. The Asian elephant, also referred to as the Asiatic elephant, is a species of elephant found in Southeast Asia and the Indian subcontinent, ranging from Nepal in the north to Sumatra in the south and from India in the west to Borneo in the east. Asian elephants have gray skin, with patches of colorless skin on areas such as the ears, forehead, and trunk. It is thought that habitat, diet, and heredity all play a role in this depigmentation, which typically occurs as an elephant ages. Young elephants' bodies are covered in reddish-brown hair. As people age, the brain of an elephant is big, weighing from 9 to 13 pounds. Both 8.8 and 13.2 pounds African elephants can grow to a height of 4 meters or 13 feet, while the largest Asian males can only reach 3.5 meters or 11.5 feet. Number 2. African elephants. The African bush elephant, L. africana, and the smaller African forest elephant, L. cyclatus, are the two extant species of African elephants that make up the genus Loxodonta. They are both gregarious herbivores with gray skin, but their tusks varies in size and color, and their ears and skulls are not the same shape. Both species are thought to be very endangered. The forest elephant is classified as critically endangered and the bush elephant as endangered. Loss and fragmentation of their habitat pose a concern, and poaching for the illicit ivory trade is a risk in several of their range countries. The largest known individual weighed an estimated 22,900 pounds and measured 3.96 meters, 13.1 feet, at the shoulder. At 4.21 meters, 13.8 feet, at the shoulder, the tallest person ever measured was 18,000 miles in weight. Number 1. Giraffes. The tallest creatures on Earth are giraffes. A mature male giraffe's height ranges from 4.6 to 5.5 meters on average. 5.8 meters was the highest reported height for a giraffe. George the giraffe was brought from Kenya to the Chester Zoo in England in 1959 and passed away there in 1969. A huge hoofed mammal from Africa, the giraffe is a member of the genus Giraffe. It is the biggest ruminant and tallest terrestrial animal that currently exists. Giraffe camelopardalis, the species commonly known as giraffes, is divided into 9 subspecies. Based on the fossil record, 7 additional extinct species of giraffe are identified. Tell us in the comments area below whether you have ever seen the tallest creatures on the planet. Remember to subscribe to this channel and like this video for more updates in the future.